guys, and welcome to a new episode of In Hindsight. This time around, it's gonna be episode 4 now, game 2 against Dignitas. We just lost a very long, hard-fought game in the previous one, so we're kind of running it back a bit though. We have the Kronos this time, we have the Nasha, we actually have some pressure. Again, dual lane, they have the round, but they have it so big, they can actually pressure relatively well, so we're gonna get quite out pressured. If you're new to In Hindsight, it's a series just like I explained, where I go back and I look at my games and I'll try and explain what I did, why I did it, and we'll look at what I did wrong and try and improve, see our mistakes, see if we can see some flaws in my gameplay, and like what a better way to do it when record as well and show it to you guys so everyone gets smarter or whatever. This game around, I'm going Guardian splashing. I'm gonna grab my health challenge and my health pots again. We just want to make sure that we don't really lose that second pearl buff if it can be possible, and the only way by doing that is getting quite a bit of health. Actually, I have 4 health potions. The reason why you want this many health pots is so you don't get that poked out, so you can actually walk in and defend your pearl buff, as I just explained, and you're not that mana hungry on Fafnir at all. You don't really have to use your 2 at all. You can just use your 1 and your 3 and you'll be just fine with mana. Fafnir is only really mana hungry once he's level 5 and he starts to like want to his ult to go off, so what you're probably going to see is us try and fake the pink buff, or pearl buff, make sure we get the buff, and yeah, we have pressure around the soul lane. We want to try and snowball the soul lane this game. So right here we're just trying like kind of poking out again, like as I explained like before, as I maybe. But I don't know if I explained this before, but I'll explain it again. What we're doing right here is we're playing really far up, which means they can't stand down here and clear the minions, and then when it hits 27 seconds, you want to start running into your buff, and that means that now the drama can't clear the tower line. They'll lose a few seconds on the clear speed, which means we'll actually manage to get the buff in time. Adapting actually goes to the red buff to make sure that we can invade that, and yeah, that means that we're gonna lose a few minutes in duo. They won't invade our buff, but we'll be just a-okay. A bit of an offset in adapting jungle path, but I think it's all going to be alright regardless. We got a pretty decent start in duo. We only like lost 1 minion compared to them, so definitely nothing too bad compared to the fact against like Ram and Sobek, which is relatively high pressure. Ram definitely does well with the guy like Sobek. It actually does well with like a high thing. You see Sobek pretty sure a ton of pressure to that goal. So right here, tried to stand in front of EmilZy too, but just by the time like EmilZy is way away, Tricksang finds the timing and manages to get the stun off. That's mainly because I wanted to the stun to hit, right? just kind of swear away. It was unfortunate, we'll say that. So right now we're just zoning. The reason why we do this is because we don't want to get zoned ourselves. So if we don't do this, like it means that they can probably start zoning us now that Dignitas has no beat. He has to play far back. This is definitely at a risk here. We're actually gonna get first blood in this lane, so I think we're gonna get first blood here. So I'm gonna disarm Arkle right here, then I'm gonna pop my shell. This means we take damage, take a dash shell pop. Arkle dashes into the tower. He's gonna take a tower shot and get absolutely annihilated. Important right here is that I'm need to have the kill. Kind of miss my basic attack on purpose, make sure I'm going to get the kills. Regardless, I can always get the kill with my jump blade on, so pretty good start in duo. We got the first blood. It's definitely really huge for us. It means we win a lane phase that probably shouldn't have been won. There's a bunch of minions here. Try and zone out the Sobek a bit. I'm just gonna go up and hit him in the face. This is just me poking him out to an extent that I actually can. So yeah, getting minions here. They're losing it here. Pushing it in. That off the melee again. So it's just all about like setting Arkle behind. We don't really care if Tricksang is ahead or behind or not. So EmilZy is gonna back. He had no money, he had no nothing. So they're actually gonna zone this wave. So this wave just zoned, right? There's like a million archers. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna go ahead and push the wave into that tower so they can't zone the next wave as well. They can't really do anything about this because there's so many archers. If they don't start clearing, they'll definitely be in trouble. So they do start clearing. EmilZy uses a full wave, but he's gonna be able to farm up the pearl buff. Possibly the right one as well, I'm not quite sure. But that's just a trade we have to take at this point, right? Semel had no mana, he had no health, and he's going to be able to back this boot too. Not too bad of one back here, so I'm going to go ahead and try and steal the purple buff right now. You see adapting, rotating all right here. A bit of a split focus right here, you guys can see. I'm going to go on the round. I've kind of missed the hammer. We do steal the buff though for that. I'm going to try and body block right there, but I really get pulled by Tricksang. It's going to make sure we don't get that kill. I think maybe if we had my free there, that could have been a kill. If Tricksang, like, I blocked the pull. Arkle barely gets out, but Arkle is really screwed over now on the lane. He's going to lose another wave of tower, which means EmilZy is going to have a really comfortable lead in duo lane, which is really good for Kronos, that we can't just get like out pressured and zoned. by the Rama, so definitely a good start for us in duo, way better than it should have been. You guys can see the XP, now they're getting really screwed over. Trix almost could have died there. I think if Emil hits that, Trix tank actually dies. So, relatively like exciting start from us. We're gonna speed up the game a bit here. You guys are gonna see me back. I can get my full boots. I'm gonna get cooldown boots this game. Not too scared of the CC chain that they bring. I feel like if I'm getting CC'd, it won't help me much if I have first CCR boots in the first place, because like Circuit ult, you can't really stop that CC. They have knockups. They don't really have like flat out just like CC that you can reduce the control of besides like Circuits too. So that's why I go cooldown boots, and Fafnir again is just naturally very tanky, and I think CDR boot really helps him out with his mana issue. Again, it's very game dependent. I'll make a video on like why I pick specific boots sometime. It might be out by the time this video is out, probably not, but still gotta do rotations and that. But yeah, but we actually lose the mid-cam here. I try and hit him with my hammer tricks. That's not the right play right there. I just need to wait for Yaman's ability to come up. Pure red buff right here. Again, EmilZy is fine now. Usually if we got an even lead here, I would have played a lot more around EmilZy, because he would need help here to make sure he get farm, but just because he has the lead on Ram, they're not going to be zoning. He can zone himself. He's in a really good spot right now with full boots. Rama's rushing Devils, and we should honestly be looking to ganking this Rama, because he's definitely going to be in trouble if we gank him without boots. I think it's something that I need to improve on a lot myself, is try and punish people when they rush Devour's gloves. Because it is a really easy kill most of the time, because you can just run them down. They can't really do anything about that, especially when you're playing like a high CC character like Fafnir, and your ADC has boots as well. You can just kind of run down the Ram. You're just gonna see me play up right here. I'm gonna be playing around mid though for most of this game. More than anything, just to transfer the dual pressure into mid pressure, try and get the mid camp stuff. I'm a bit scared of like a Sobek full right here. We're gonna get the mid camp still, so it's all good. That's why I'm playing so much to the right side there, making sure that I can't get pulled into this tower. Right here, I'm just looking for Sobek. We realize that if we Nash ult the Sobek, he's probably just gonna die. But no Nasha attempted Nasha ult right here. You guys are gonna see it in a second where Nasha. We definitely could have gotten a kill on Sobek if we Nasha. I think it's gonna happen at the next right mid camp. So they're gonna get the left mid camps right here. We're gonna get the backs for it. This is not too bad. We wanna look for the oracles right here. So you see that thing gets the backs. We caught off Sol right here. She's gonna get a free off though, and she'll be fine. Just fast forward a bit. This is just a lot of coasting, chilling, taking the temperature, whatever. They actually get the oracles here, which is kind of bad, boys. We should definitely be contesting that, but we're actually kind of losing our lead a bit, because we're losing this neutral off camp farm. So not really losing, but not really extending our lead either. So yep, this is actually a really nice font. The white thing here, it's pretty good. This one is not that good. The gold one. I think that should just be white as well, right? Oh well. Enough about that. This game I probably want to go Thieves as well. As you guys can see, this is a super slow-paced game. Unfortunately, Yamin misses his portal, which means we can't poke. We're just gonna keep invading the back camps for free, kinda adapting. Has so much pressure with this Nasha. So we get one of the mid camps, try and get the other mid camp now. And this right here is where Sobek almost dies, when we definitely could have gone for the kill. So I'm gonna land the hammer on Sobek here. I'm just gonna get Janus portal, and you guys will see if we had a Sobek ult right, or Nash ult on that right there, he's gonna die 100% of the time. So I think the combo we should look to do is definitely like Janus portal, Nash ult, Janus portal, Fafnir hammer, and then that's just that's Sobek. And that's even though Trix is going super tanky with only 100 scalp as well later on. So Cat's looking for Genki and left on EmilZy too. I'm kinda playing around, which might make it a bit scary, but again, there's not a lot happening in this game at all, besides, well, now there's a Genki and EmilZy, he doesn't use his speed, he just trades out his ult. Could be a bit risky for him, but we'll see. So I still think I should be playing a lot more around Dio, in my opinion. If you try and send what up Dio, look for kills on the Rama, at least zone him, because he is going for this greedy thing. More than anything, I'm just trying to like to get my pressure on the other side of the map, and now we're actually kind of getting a really big lead, because we keep getting the back camps, we're getting mid camp control now. You can see how we're just extending a lead. Now we have a 1.5k lead from kind of nothing. We don't really even have the pressure. I definitely think we have a really good late game as well, if not the better late game. So we're really good in this situation. We don't need to force anything. We can just get the mid camps. We can just chill. Again, I'm gonna back here. I'm gonna grab my Phoebes too, get a Sentry Ward. I should probably be warding right there. I guess I'm gonna try and ward more up. Yes, that's what I'm saying, more up. I'm gonna be warding up here. There. Should ward here. Oh, that's actually super unfortunate. Just when the ward expires, I place my ward. That's pretty strong. Just try and keep mid-camp control again. If they fight the mid-camps, that's good by us. We can definitely take the fights, but as you guys can see, we're just getting the neutral farm. And this is going to give us a quite comfortable lead here. So we are up by almost 2k now, you can see. This is just us getting mid-camp control. Although we don't have control of the left mids yet. That's definitely something we can improve on. And the next oracles are coming up here. Hopefully we get that. It gets pinged out by us, I believe, and get the pillars off. Actually, the cat might get the oracles here, it seems. I'm finally around duo, but it's too late now, right? Because Ram is already working on his boots. Unfortunately, they're gonna get the oracles right there. We have a timer now, though. We know when to spawn the next time, so we definitely won't allow them to do so. You can see the gold difference kind of sways back a bit, just because they got the neutral farm here more than anything. And you gotta remember, it's not only like if the enemy team gains 50 gold, that's also 50 gold you're not gaining. So it's like 100 deficit whenever you get like a mid camp, right? Just because like if we would have gotten it, that's 50 more. Then the gold, let's say the gold difference is 1,000. If you get that, it's 1,050. If they get it, it's 950. So even though neutral camps might just not seem might not seem like a lot, it's definitely very important to get them, and that's why I see me play so much around it and try and get them. Gonna get them a Phoebes here. And the only thing I talked about why I'm getting shell, but I don't really the only thing we really need sprint for is the sober gold, but we can sash the sober gold, we can portal out in sober gold, I can just jump out, and we can rewind out, so that won't really be a problem. This right here is really bad that we're not getting mid camps right. We have the lead, we're just giving up the mid camps for no reason at all. You guys can see how the gold difference is slowly swaying back in their favor right here. We just lost like 200 gold here. I think we get both the mid camps here though, which is kind of gonna bring it back. It's okay to trade even, although it's definitely not optimal with the lead we've built up around mid. Let's try and check the net worth right here. You can see that I have a big lead on the Sobek. Yamin is getting actually Yamin is behind. Yamin's always bad, but Ken has like a 300 gold lead as well. So this is around us, and obviously Emilito has a pretty big lead as well. So we should definitely try and rotate Emil over more and try and get the mid camps as well. So again, this is just a super slow paced game. This time around we're actually getting really good stacks on our Phoebes. Trex is going only hunters, so we can actually play aggressive in the 3v3. I missed my hammer right here. We're looking for some aggression here. It's because the blue buff is spawning, so we're gonna try and accelerate that. That one's gonna get pulled in. He has to use his beats. We could go with Colonel, but nothing really happens off this. So that thing has no beats here, we don't really want to go in. Kind of a bad fight for us. We expended an ult on the beats and we didn't really get anything, and this also means we are gonna lose the next mid Harvey, so well, we should definitely lose the next Metabi, so definitely a rough spot for us right here. Taking that fight definitely did not help us, because now they're gonna get the Metabi once again, and yeah, it's just that they get both mid camps. You guys can see it here with the gold difference. I attempt to steal here, but the cat is gonna get the mid camps. I can't really do anything about it. Sobek actually goes in there behind. I'm a bit scared, but I managed to get out. I actually don't think I get that mid wave, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't get that because I really want Phoebe stacks, but you know, Emilito's here for the oracles. At least we're gonna get the oracles, but you guys can see the gold difference I'm talking about, and more like anything, the XP difference is also really turning in their favor because they're getting these mid camps now. So yeah, just fast forward until the next mid camps really more than anything. None of the teams want to pressure gold right now unless you can try and sneak the gold fairy. I'm gonna go ahead and get my, let's see here, oops, get my my Shogun Skusari going right. I think this is gonna be, just because we have a few A based cards. I would say Nasha's kinda A based as well. It could definitely also be like an Onis myself. Don't think Genji is better than Shogun and fucking at all. I'm gonna jump in right here and like now I just really want this mid camp control. I'm gonna get the mid camp. Yami gets engaged on mid and he's barely gonna survive here. From the Sekettle, Seket gets assault off and Yami barely gets out. Sobek again is just super tanky because of Oni's hunters, and now Emil's in trouble right here. He's gonna get 4 man left on. And then he's gonna get a super good rewind off, although he has to use both his relics. So he gets back and he gets like instant stun right. So I almost try and help him out. I'm gonna try and go on the Fafnir. I missed my 3. He's dead. I realized that. I'm like, okay, what's up next? He gets a really good double turn off us, and we just die here as well. So this means that they actually win that fight 3 for 1. Pretty bad one by me. I don't think it really would have changed too much. Maybe gotten Rama beats for it, but we realized we're not in a position to defend this gold 3. We just look for buff invades. This is kind of when the game turns in their favor. We weren't around at all. Suket got a really good double taunt. Now you can see the game is back to that even. So PK is definitely the next option that we might look at, since they're kind of greedy farming a bit. But I think honestly this game is just gonna go out to be more like try and control the mid camps, right? As you guys can see right here, we're just chilling. I did not get Shogun anything. Your red buff, second relic is of course sprint. Maniac has to get blink, he has the TP. We just need sprint against Sobek late game. So yeah, sold as well, like duking that out after like a soul 2, super important that you can outrun that. I wouldn't say we're in the best of spots, but I still think we have the better late game, so this is definitely a bad hiccup by us. Just a bunch of like not getting mid camp stuff. We could have gotten way further ahead, even like doing buff win rates and shit, but it's unfortunate. We're actually gonna make a play right here for left tower because Rama didn't back after the goal, so we're gonna go ahead and get that for free. Actually, Rama did back after the goal. I guess it's just a smart rotation by us, and they're not around, so we get the tower. We kind of swing it a bit back in our favor, but it's not. It's still like very even game. You're gonna see the next objective play is probably gonna be like one of the ADCs rotating over to the portal demon, and if that's not gonna happen, you're probably gonna see a play around gold. I actually can't remember what happens next in this game, so we're just gonna speed up a bit. It's just a lot of farming. I got Shogun's Kusari. Again, it helps out EmilZy. It helps out Nasha. It really helps out our objective damage a lot. I think Shogun's is just always a good item on Fafnir because it synergizes so well with his second ability. CCR is kind of nice as well. The cooldown is nice as well. Faf is again one of those naturally tanky guards, and if you want like super tanky magic defense, you go Onis or you go for like Pestilence, Hardward, Bulwark, right? They're more tanky than Shoguns and Genjis. So it's getting late, getting the voice cracks in now. It's not good. So like we just want to chill. We know we have the late game, we have the Cronins, we have the Fafnir, we have the, like all late game is kinda insane. They don't have a bad late game at all either, but we definitely believe in our ability to win the late game. You saw last game how good we were at unique sieging, or defending sieges. Just imagine how good it, we're pretty good at like sieging and anti-siege. So we'll see what happens here. Again, there's this contention about the mid camps like every single, like all game long. You guys can see the graphs are just going back and forward and back and forward for people getting used to farm. I think our mid camp control has been really poor this game, but you're gonna speed it up a bit. You're gonna see the oracles are coming up next. This is gonna be a big contestant point because when you get those oracles, you make sure that you see when the enemy team pulls gold free. So there's gonna be a 3-man grouping around here. So we're gonna look for something. We see Sobek behind us, gonna poke him out. Sol is looking to like stack up P here. We get one of the oracles, we trade out the oracles 1-for-1 right here. I'm gonna look for Hammer and Sobek. Now he is so like DR'd and has a ton of crowd control reduction with his build, so not really gonna work out too well. We're actually hitting level 15 here. We're just farming more than anything. You can see even the supports are getting farms in scenarios like this because nothing is really happening at all. Like you're just kind of trading evenly. Everyone's just farming. Both teams believe they have the better late game. I think it's definitely why you don't see Dig try and force anything either, because they're just fine with farming as well. So this is what happens when both teams believe they have the better late game. I'm gonna go summon to you, of course, next. This could be an Emperor's Armor if someone decides to get FD like they did in the last game in episode 3, but we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna go. Get my D-Walls. So we know gold is spawning right now, so really need to get better positioning around this gold free so they can't just pull it. This is one thing we really struggle with against rival, is getting to gold free in time. So you're gonna see all of us besides adapting right here is gonna be around gold free in time. You see the soul laners are gonna rotate over. Both soul laners know this is where the next fight is gonna be, so both teams are positioning around this. We actually lost a ton of gold. I think this is because the soul laner got a lot more gold than ours. You can see how the soul lane wave is pushed in. So we're a bit behind. It's kind of insignificant at this point in the game though. So we're going to see the gold fight here is going to be up next. So let's try and fast forward to that. Talking about the fight here, what you probably want to see is you want to see an attempted Janus snipe on the backline with EmilZy going for flank. They actually spot out EmilZy right here. They know he's there. So big misses the pull on me. So I'm definitely gonna be fine. We get a good ring bounce right here. So EmilZy might actually get engaged on the left here. You see Suket blink in. We hit around my dash. EmilZy is gonna maybe manage to get a... Yeah, EmilZy gets a really good rewind off. That's Suket ult. Now you're gonna see the Janus ult, I assume, come in as well. Janus didn't really hit anything. So what I'm doing right here, I'm just trying to get EmilZy out. You see, like I'm just running after EmilZy. I'm like, okay, if I can get EmilZy to survive this fight, that's gonna be super good for us. Look at the Ram here, causing out of position. Missed my jump here on Sobek, unfortunately. I just try and peel EmilZy as hard as I can. Unfortunately, Zaket's gonna jump in now and kill EmilZy. Can't really do anything about that. Hit the one on Zaket as well. Yaman misses his 2, which is super unfortunate. And now we get stuck in this weird 3v3 scenario where one of the carries is dead, and like the jungler's dead fast, the support is dead for them. So I'm just gonna jump out here, make sure I can get back here in a safe spot. More than anything. I don't really want to take the burn too. Probably should have just jumped out there. Don't think there's any harm in jumping for the damage. You see Zaket is waiting on the wall. Maybe she's looking for a play. I don't think I saw her, but I just think I'm like paying attention to the fact that I could do Doran. Baron plays super far up, tries to apply like fake pressure on me. Again, not really a risk of any of the objectives being done, so I'm gonna back as well because I see Baron back, so I'm gonna get my full star and she get a ward, and you'll see me run towards ult. So kind of what went wrong in that fight is we weren't really ready, and then EmilZy got peeled so much, but we didn't really have the follow-up damage to kill anyone, which was kind of unfortunate. I assume Trix has a really good team, this especially the Kukulin in the backline. So Psyhos is relatively safe on the Sol as well, right? Now we actually move our attention toward FD because we realize that both teams have the damage to do Fire Giant right now. So it's definitely the more scary objective. Both teams are starting to send toward it. And this is when the focus kind of swaps towards FD. It's like this natural balance. Both teams are like realizing, oh well, they could sneak fire, and then there's gonna be a ward battle over there. And this is this weird point where you don't know whether teams are going to do fire or they're going to do gold. So I see Sobek right here, and I see they're on gold right now, so we're instantly going to spot them on gold and say, okay guys, this is low. They're probably going to try and burst it. They actually mess up the secure. We get Rama in the air. I'm just going to hold on the Rama here. And they're probably just going to see me run straight to the backline after I say, okay guys, Rama's dead. I got him. Try and peel EmilZy now, it's going to be the next goal. Look for an engage on the circuit first. I could maybe look for a jump right here. Try and get her madness. I'll hit the stun on Sol there over the wall. She should be dead to right. So I hit the stun on Sobek as well. Sobek barely survives here. The Baron 72 is doing work. So yeah, we got a 2 for nothing right there. And pretty good fight. We made them reset gold and gave us like a ton. So you see the gold difference swing back in our favor now. We realize, okay, we can probably do Fire Giant with this. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab FD. Or like at least attempt to get it. So right here I called mate to just gamble fire. So that means we're just gonna try and out-secure it. So I'm gonna try and stone the Baron down here. I'll just try and take the ult on purpose. We get the Fire Giant, we kill the Pure Threat. We're actually gonna end up killing Baron here as well. So this is definitely risky. I think Baron and Zaket dies there regardless. But it's a good attempt by them. But this means now that we got the kills, EmilZy should definitely be going for a layer fight as well. That's kind of a mistake. Delays the push a bit. We can grab the tower. What we realize here is like, this is something we fucked up that I realized after rewatching the game back the first time. Is right there we called to ult to gold here, right? Because we kind of feel like, okay, this Ram is gonna go to gold. But what we should have done is we should have ulted to gold free. And then just no one should have taken the Janus ult, because now we could have gotten a Phoenix and right, and they were like ready to give up the Phoenix, you know? And that definitely would have been a better play, because that would have given us an easy siege and left. Getting the right Phoenix means someone has to go left and right while we're pushing left. Giving up gold free for that is definitely a well worth a trade, but we just decided to go for the defend the gold call instead. I don't agree. I think this was my own call to do this. This was definitely a bad call. So looking back, this should have been improved quite a bit. That should have been different. One thing that's important to notice, this is the default 25 minutes at least, so the enhanced version. I'm gonna back here. Most likely I'm just gonna get Empress Armor. I could get Spirit Robe as well. I'd assume I'm gonna get Empress Armor because we can start pushing now. Probably upgrade my sprint or something like that. Actually, I'm gonna get Spirit Robe. That's kind of interesting. I guess my thought process behind this is I'm gonna take the Baron 70 ult to the face and I just have to be tanky after that. But again, we get the Phoenix, they get gold, that's fine. Another play we could have done is just Janus ult and then don't take the portals, and Rama's gonna, like, as soon as Rama see the Janus portal, Rama's first reaction is to be like, oh fuck. And then sure, he might get the gold after because he realizes you're pushing the Phoenix. But you saw Dick were like ready to give up the Phoenix, and that's definitely something we should have taken. Moving on right here to the siege. We're gonna push in left. We're getting mid tower pushed on. We have quite a lead right now. We have the 6k advantage. You can see we're getting more important items on, especially our carry. So right here we split up, which I think is kind of bad. We're gonna get the left tower here regardless for free. So grab the left tower. Our goal right now is just to get the towers and set up the next fight giant. You can push the Phoenix, that's fine. But if you want to push the Phoenix, we definitely want to start pushing it soon, because we don't want to take a fight, you know, like 30 seconds, 10 seconds left on Fire Giant, because then if they win the fight, they can get the next Fire Giant and they can kind of control the game. So you always want to try and back out when you have like 60, 40 seconds left on your FD. That's when you want to stop pushing, unless you're pushing to win, obviously. We can definitely take the risk, but we just expanding our gold deal more than anything. We're stealing away their farm. We're just pushing in the waves, looking for farms to take on the map right now. So you can see I'm just gonna jump out, make sure I'm safe. I have 1600 gold, so I assume I'm gonna sell my Guidance Blessing and just buy Emperor's Armor, because I assume we're gonna be sieging a Phoenix. Don't know what's taking me so long. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go get my fight. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go get my isolation apparently. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so I went Gamma Isolation, but then I upgraded my shell and I upgraded my sprint, and I went Gemma Isolation 1. That was really weird. I think Gemma Isolation this game more than anything is just to apply the slow, although looking back, it probably isn't the right choice either, because they have so much slow immunity on the enemy team that something like HyperX would have probably worked better. I guess the reason why I go for it is because I feel so tanky. I feel like I can't die, and I'm not really dying in I'm sorry. And I'm not really dying in fights. So that's probably why I decided to build it. Looking back, HyperX definitely would have been a better option all around the board, giving EmilZy some more lifesteal, giving Yaman more power, getting the cooldown reduction from it as well certainly would have helped. I guess the CCR is going to be nice, but it's not really what you're looking for. I don't think the slow is going to come in too handy unless you like catch tricks without all the Baron, without all, then it's going to be pretty good. But chase down potential, game of Theft is definitely good, but in this specific scenario it's kind of bad. You can see now the ward battle begins around FG. Every team is trying to ward up. We're just rotating out right here, trying to get the wards up. You're probably going to see one of the teams try and pressure. I assume this fight is going to be started off by me trying to jump in, trying to catch them out of guard. I see the Sol right here, and now actually we catch Rama way out of position on the right. Oh, he barely manages to get out in time. So this is just me looking for engages. Gonna go ahead and block the basic attacks. Like, this is fine taking these pokes straight for me, because I think this can keep it all up. I don't know if we want to take poke, like poke war, or play the poke war game where you try and poke out the enemy team, because they do have the Baron and the Sobek self-sustain as well. But we're just trying to poke out a bit, trying to poke off hammers, I assume. I can still heal a lot up. They got a ward there. This ward is really important, because this means that we get the vision if they're walking this choke point. Kind of really bad hammer on me. They keep healing up. I keep healing up. It's just a big heal battle. You're probably going to see me look for an engage soon with my free hammer, and then I'm just going to ult to try and create space. I'm picking out the ward right here. Oh. We actually double the ward that. It's kind of bad. Yaman gets kind of caught there out of position. Has to use his ult, so right here we used 2 ults, they didn't use any ults, so we just called to like fall back. Tricks get really poked out, but we can't really do anything. So I think what we should do now is just fall back and do Paul Demon while Tricks is not here, because he doesn't have that TP, like he can't get here. So if we can get away with this, it's definitely a good look for us, because now we can back and we can get more wards up. So we should back here. I don't think we should do fire here. Actually, oh, okay, we saw Tricks and right, so that's why, or left, so that's why we're pulling FG. Maniac gets a big ult on the back line. I missed my son Baron there, that's really bad. You see, I'm just trying to focus on EmilZy to Cat right now. Sol and Rama pushed out, poked out. Baron is kind of really out of position right here. We're gonna get this spin. I'm gonna stun the Baron, I'm gonna ult right here. And then I'm going for Baron right here. Right here, she just looks the same EmilZy. You're gonna see me jump in. Stun is a kid, get her mad guys. I don't get my shell off, quite a little too late right there. Fight keeps going on, I'm focusing Rama next. You see the Janus snipe goes through, hits the Ram, really good timing by him. Him being Yaman. We put his cat right here, hit the stun over the wall on her, then look for the Sobek. Barely missed the stun on Sobek. I think Sobek actually might revive because of this. No, Sobek's gonna die as well. Oh, this is when we try and end the game. So I missed my stun there, barely. Sol is trying to defend. We have 20 seconds until Baron spawns. Stun the Sol right there. I'm gonna take some poke from the Phoenix. It's gonna play kind of a big part that I take all this poke right here. So I'm 200 health. It really sucks that deep transform inside the Phoenix. The call here is to try and end the game. I'm not sure if this is the right call. I think it's doable. We would just want to walk in right here, break it, and we're gonna pull the Titan. So right here is the big mistake. I think I'm gonna go on Baron right here, but right here pull Titan aggro, which means Yaman's gonna miss his one. And also I'm not gonna take the Baron Sammy ult, which means Maniac's gonna take the Baron Sammy ult and he's gonna die to the fountain. So I definitely should have sacrificed my own life right there. Titan survives with like 1,500 health or something. I think if I take it right there, we just end the game and probably win the game. So yeah, I kind of lost the game there. That was really bad by me. So obviously Dig is going to get fired down right here. There's no way we can defend that, and they're going to start to put CG down. I don't think there's any reason for us really to try and defend the towers, because they have 5 people with FD. They have full builds now as well, so it's a rough look for us. I'm going to get my gem of isolation finally, but it's rough. They can't really do anything with this FD. I'll just fast forward. The reason is that we are like threatening an end right now. Like we can walk into their base and end with Janus dropship, so they cannot push. If they start pushing up, we can just backdoor. So that's the good thing about this is more of a game reset than like actually them being able to do something, because they need to wait until the right Phoenix respawns before they can start pushing out. So right here we're considering if we should just dropship in and try and end the game. I definitely think this could have happened, by the way. This was like durable. We kind of missed the opportunity. What we should have done is we should have sent someone right. Then they would have went right. At least one person has to commit to that. You see Baron Sammy is already going right here. Like this right here is an opportunity. If we get Walton right, we spot Baron Sammy out of position. Then we sent like 2 people through the Janus portal, and they're probably going to blow all their cooldowns trying to kill us through the wall. And then like EmilZy can walk in later, and he can probably just solo this Titan at that point when all their cooldowns are going to be down. So I think it was possible for us to end the game without them being able to burst us down, especially with a guy like Cronus, but we're not gonna go for it. We're gonna play safe. You see us warding up. You see they're waiting right here. So you guys are looking for double taunt, Sal's looking for the ult. Again, right here, I still think this is a great opportunity to end. Baron won't be able to get to base in time. You can see how low the Titan is, so yeah. Again, this is bad that we don't go for the dropship, man. We just need to grow a pair of balls and find it out. It's that we're gonna grab both, but again, they still have FD, so they haven't done anything with this FD, but we definitely threw the chance to do anything right now. So they're gonna back here, push mid. They still have fire down for like a minute, so they're gonna group up and look for that. Yeah, we don't know Cat is not right here right now, but looks like they're not gonna do it anyway. So we're just gonna try and ward up FD now. That's definitely the next objective, right? You want to ward up FD, make sure that you get the ward vision around. So this is like just a reset game at this point, right? Definitely should have won this like 5 minutes ago anyway, but it's a reset game. We're just getting ward vision up. You can kind of see the whole ward war is happening. Having Pyromancer in this scenario is so nice, because you can just go in and out like this. I haven't really changed up my build at all. This right here has been my build. I definitely should have changed up my ISO, I think. Would have helped a lot, so yep. Going back in here. If I had something like a man in Discord as well, we probably would have been able to win the game, which is really sad, because then I would have been that much tankier. It's kind of deja vu now. We're in the exact same spot with so big like front lining. We want to look for like a Janda snipe, see if we can hit someone. So right now what's going to happen is EmilZy is actually going to go and split push mid here with Cronus. So what happens here is EmilZy sees his chance to go and push mid. I think Cat might spot him. Barely probably don't spot EmilZy there. In mid, so EmilZy is just gonna go ahead and push in the mid wave for now, and this means he can actually split push between EmilZy can't be it's not a bad play, because what's gonna happen right here is if EmilZy manages to split push there might be a fight happening here. If EmilZy manages to let's talk about this first. As I jump in right here, if EmilZy manages to split push the Phoenix, that means that they're gonna have to send people back, and then we can Janus snipe in after them, and we're gonna have EmilZy who can flank for free, and their back then most likely be stuck behind, and that means we can get a perfect flank. So the idea behind this play is not bad. I jump in here, I guess, to look for an engage. You can see I missed my hammer. Very bad, I don't really know what I'm doing. Transform into dragon. But EmilZy is pushing mid here, right? We did expand the Janus ult, but Janus ult actually is Drama, so Drama goes super low. So we decide, okay, we can get the mid Phoenix here. EmilZy is gonna go ahead and go for the mid Phoenix, but we don't get the mid Phoenix. And EmilZy dies, and Maniac dies. Maniac does end up getting the Phoenix, but EmilZy just dies. I'm not sure. Does Maniac die? I think Maniac dies too. I'm not sure. Yeah, Maniac definitely dies too. I tried to block both, but I can't. And now I'm in trouble. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of there. I realized there's probably nothing we can do to defend FG now, so we just have to give up Fire Giant. They're gonna push mid though. They're gonna try and end the game, I suppose. Yaman is going right to split push. So now this is kind of risky business. You can see Yaman on right, he's there with his cat. He's definitely in trouble. They can probably end the game, they're like 30 seconds in the lead too. So it's just really unfortunate that like the Janus ult wasn't on the mid Phoenix. So we didn't get a Janus ult, there was just no follow-up on it, right? They kind of ran the wrong way. Yaman ult hits someone there, we get really good throw on the Rama since they can't end the game. Rama has to beat Strong's actually kind of in trouble here. I hit the stun on Sol. They keep pushing now, and we need to stop in 10 seconds, so the threat of them ending the game is definitely not there anymore. They're gonna go in right here, Baron and ults. I don't get the block off, and I think that thing is gonna die, sadly. I could definitely look to... I don't think I can look to dash in, because I think it's end the game. I'm gonna jump on out of there, make sure I don't die, so they can't end the game. So they can get FD of this, because they got the pick, so we'll just fast forward. Actually, we keep... Let's replay this. Sorry. So they get the mid Phoenix right, and then I don't think, like, initially we don't think we can do anything right here, but we realize that does use a lot of ults, so we're gonna actually call for Maniac to TP into the ward, and we're gonna try and defend fire. EmilZy feels confident, Maniac feels confident, so we think we can defend this, but they're just gonna burst this Fire Giant so damn fast. Let's take a look at it right here. You guys are gonna see how fast this Fire Giant goes down. Maniac comes in right here, gets the ult, Sol is barely going through the Fire Giant. Janus ult comes in, Baron Slam is like one hit. They manage to kill Maniac, and we get Ram right there. Get the Aegis, get the Shell. So we got quite a bit of relics, but unfortunately we don't get a kill. It's just really unfortunate. We're gonna grab the Pyromancer, just realize they have to back in the right. Still, we could probably backdoor, but I don't think that's that relevant right now. They probably just want good wards over around their Phoenixes, and if they don't see us, they can probably expect that we would backdoor. More coasting. Just getting ready for the Phoenix defense. You can see they're being pretty cautious right here about us. Sobek kind of gets caught a bit out of position right here. Doesn't really matter. He uses the one. He's used the one like a lot tricks to immune the stun, which is pretty smart by him. I still haven't changed up in my build at all. The Phoenix defense, how we want to play it is we want Maniac to initiate on the back line, and we try to hit a Janus snipe on that. Then if EmilZy can go ham off, that'll be good. My main job in team fights will try and be to keep Yaman and EmilZy safe. So what's gonna happen right here is they're gonna push him. So Cat's gonna try and split push mid. You guys can see Yaman is gonna try and defend mid. You're here and right, defending better than ever. Just defending up. I actually feel like I'm learning so much watching this game back about like decision making and stuff. It's definitely gonna help out. Oh, looking for a jump over the wall here perhaps. You see Baron here. I'm just constantly looking for this engage, I guess. If Maniac's not gonna engage, I can probably get engage. Sol actually gets super low right here, so I'm gonna jump in, finish the stun on Ram, and I'm just gonna back out again. Not gonna use my ult there, just gonna take the L, use my 2 to heal up. You see the cat is kinda just pushing in mid, she's looking for this flank. Make sure they don't get the heal right there, we really don't wanna give them the free health back from Baron, so that's why we're gonna jump out. The Taser 2 down on 4. Yep. I'm probably gonna want to disarm Sol and Ram right here. You guys are probably gonna see that. Look how fast the Phoenix is dropping right here. That was like one push in. Yaman gets in trouble in mid. The cat goes in, and Yaman's actually gonna get this time. We use Shell, we use Aegis. Yaman barely gets out from like a round snipe. They're gonna go into the Phoenix right here. He's taking a ton of damage. Great hold by I think we're gonna go for a bit of a chase down here. But actually, we're going mid here to try and kill this cat, I assume. She's gonna die eventually, right? There's no way the cat's not gonna die. She does get the Phoenix though, so really unfortunate that I actually end up getting a Phoenix. I'm just kinda assuming that the cat's dead. That's why I'm not chasing, because I'm like, guys, we should push mid now. Like, we have 75 seconds, let's go push mid. So we're gonna go ahead and push mid right here. Move up, try and get the Phoenix. So we get followed in, Yaman is pushing us in, so this right here we have like 38 seconds. It's definitely a timing for us where we should just get the Phoenix. What I should do right here is I should just play up on Sol, jump into some Sol, make sure Sol can't do damage to my carries. That means we should be in a really good spot. Possibly pay attention to where Baron is. So we got the mid Phoenix for mid Phoenix trade. FD spawning right now, so we should definitely go ahead and try and do that. And this is where another big throw in this game comes. Now Dig is actually... Yaman barely kills the Sol right there. You see how my 2 does a lot of damage as well there. I think my 2 hit the Sol for like 300, but she's gonna survive. So Sol is 1 hit. So realize that Sol is back in base and that the cat just spawned, so we think we can do fire time. So right here, okay. When Sobek ults, this is really unfortunate, right? So let's just take this in a slow-mo, first of all. Ba-da-ba-da-ba, push the mid, Phoenix, poke out the Sol. Then go to Fire Giant. Okay, so what's gonna happen here is we're gonna start the Fire Giant. So we're doing FD. We're like, okay, they probably won't contest because Sol's not here, but they're actually going to contest. So right here, at this point, Fire Giant is probably like, if we stop DPS right now, we can reach Fire Giant. But then we do like 2 more basics, and at this point right here, after this 3rd basic attack, FD is too low. So at this point we have to gamble it. We can't really stop Sobek's DPS. Rama starts sniping as well. So at this call, its time is called to gamble Fire Giant, which means basically pretty much just go for the out secure, and this right here is how it's gonna go down. So EmilZy's 1 hit, and it's barely not gonna get it on Trix. It's actually gonna see that this is all really good timing by Trix. One interesting thing is Rama actually missed his ult on purpose on FD, I think. I don't know if it's on purpose, but he missed all of his ult shots on FD. Interesting play, but they actually see left. Super unfortunate, just mistimed. Yam didn't get like 2 or 3 or something. We just like, okay, let's just grab PK. They're probably not gonna contest PK, but nope, apparently we're not gonna go PK. It's not sure. So now we're just back to playing this Phoenix defense game. Like Phoenix, it's the exact same situation as last time. Like Suket is gonna be mid, right? The rest of us are gonna be left. You saw how fast they were able to poke down the Phoenix last time, so we definitely want to try and make sure that they can't do this that fast this time. So looking for a siege here again. Yeah, it'll probably take some time. It'll probably be a few minutes before they actually manage to get the siege off. They'll probably do it around when the mid Phoenix spawns, is when they're actually gonna commit. For now, they're just gonna be looking for poke for a while. Again, still haven't changed anything on my build. I feel confident in my build, so just gonna go mid right there. You see Maniac go in, not using his ult. We barely miss our own poke. If that stun would have connected, that would have been super good for us. Yami's just trying to get in that position here where he can Janus snipe, but Suket's gonna make it really hard for him. So but that thing's actually defending mid. I missed my hammer there. There could have been some free poke. Pretty unfortunate. But again, if Maniac can initiate the fight, my role is to initiate the fight. So see Maniac go for the playing gold right here. He's gonna get some rage, but I'm gonna go and initiate the fight after that. I'll just ult. But at this point I realized, okay, this is probably a bad fight. We use the Janus ult as well, and we just back off. So that's kind of rough for us. We just utilized like 2 ults right there. And Yaman is gonna get caught out in mid right here. I believe he might die from this, right? I think this is when Yaman dies. So Yaman dies. He has Aegis, which is unfortunate. I kind of just immune the ult right here. Don't want to take it. I get super poked out. I barely survive here. Have to use my shell. I probably shouldn't have like de-transformed in that scenario. That's kind of why it hurts not having man left Discord. So with Yaman dead right here, this gets super rough for us. They managed to push and get the Phoenix. We don't have the Janus damage right now, so they're gonna go and push in mid as well. Pretty much just get the Phoenix for free. We realize we can't defend this, so EmilZy now is might get caught out of position. So they could actually honestly go for an NTR, go in and disarm, try and make sure Maniac is fine. At that thing get someone in the air, but we're not around to follow up. You can see I try and follow up right here, but I was going to be able to get out. Next up is EmilZy for trouble. He's just dead. I have to jump out. And that's pretty much this game. It's just like so many misplays by us where we could have won this game. So it's really losing that game. Taunting at how bad we are, pretty much. It's just a really rough sequences of play more than anything. I believe like it's just super hard for us. Oh well, it's what happens. Can't comment the boys more. Sad face. But here again, here are the post game streams. Arkin plays 13 wards, in case anyone's wondering. And right here is the other one. Can you actually see it on the transition? Yeah, you can see how many wards he plays on the transition. Like if you go like this, bam, you can see it. 13. Bam. Okay. So you don't have to mention it every time. Rough game. A lot of mistakes and misplays, definitely by me as well. There's a lot of mistakes all around the board. This game it's rough, but this is what we do. We learn from losing, and we just look back at the games and just saw my mistakes. Probably most of them won't happen again now. And the whole ending thing is something we'll probably never be in that situation again. And if we are, we know what to do this time. So, I mean, looking back on your games, this is something that's the best way to learn is just to lose. Like, honestly, learning is losing, and it sucks that it's in the SPL, but we'll come back stronger. We'll hit them stronger. So we'll see what's up next. But I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4 of In Hindsight. If you did, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell. Until next time, everyone. Peace out.